how when you go to the city, and when you go to any city for any state, I'm pretty sure every state of the city is very similar. But anyway, when you go to the city and you see a lot of garbage around, a lot of littering, I have a theory, and I think this theory is maybe correct. I have a theory is that, okay, you know how every city or every town has their governor, the people who do all the laws and all that stuff, right? Every city has that, right? I don't know what it's called, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. Well, if these people in that city who is controlling that city with their laws and their policy or whatever, right? If those people don't care about the city's littering, how it looks, and all this stuff, guess what? The people take it subconsciously, take it as they don't care about us while we care about ourselves, or we care about where we live at. So I feel like everything is like subconsciously. Not people do it because oh, let me just throw a piece of paper in the garbage. I don't care. I think it's all subconsciously. It takes like generation. Like, this didn't happen yesterday, right? This didn't happen like 2 months ago. No, this happened in years, maybe over 70 years, right? Of conditioning, in our over 70 years of conditioning subconsciously. So once that happens over 70 years, each generation is gonna take it, right? And then that's how the city becomes like minority, becomes dirty, becomes like littering everywhere. It's because subconsciously they already got programmed to think these people in the top don't care about our city, where we live at. So what we care about where we live at, what we care about taking care of ourselves, our mental health, our city, our grass, parks, and all that. So what ends up happening is that it just become dirty, right? Because over 70 years, I'm just giving an example. I don't know how far it goes, but this is just my theory. So over time, over 70 years, each generation passed it down subconsciously. Nobody tells their kid it's okay to throw the garbage in the floor. No, nobody tells that to the kid, but subconsciously the parents got taught by the parents, and then so on, right? So subconsciously the kids just do it automatically. So also, when you go to these suburban areas or the rich areas, the rich areas or suburban areas, it's always super clean. You know why? Because they pass policies and enforce it of if you litter, you're gonna get paid. And so what happens was the suburban area and the rich people area don't want to get ticket for littering the floor, so they just keep it clean. So that's how the suburban area and the rich areas are very super clean, and the city people in the cities, a lot of cities are super dirty. I think all the cities in every state is dirty. I could be wrong. Please make me wrong. I only know a few cities, and I only live in one, in Newark. Okay, Newark, New Jersey. That's the only one I was raised at. But anyway, see how it is? It's all subconsciously. It didn't happen overnight. It just happened over years and years and years, right? So eventually, subconsciously, people just automatically do that. So once these city people end up moving to suburban area, because it happens, because people move everywhere all the time, because they don't want to live where they grew up anymore. So what happens is that once these city people end up moving to suburban area, the suburban area becomes dirty, because subconsciously they take that subconscious thinking without them knowing. Nobody knows they do this. It's just subconscious, right? Then they'll take into the suburban area and start to litter also. So then what end up becoming that it just becomes another small city instead of big city. It becomes another small city. Eventually, the suburban area becomes a second city, and then over time, the people who also governs the suburban area will not care also, because this is another theory I had that just clicked in my head just now, because the governors and the politicians and whoever, all the top people, whoever makes the laws, whoever makes the policies, right? They don't like minorities. They really isn't this subconscious not to like minorities, right? So once the city people, minorities, end up moving to suburban area, these people who make the laws subconsciously come. They don't directly, maybe some of them will, but I think for the most part, not all of them, they all automatically comes to not care about the suburban area anymore, because the minorities are starting to move to the suburban area. So it becomes the second city. Anyway, mini cities. Well, that's my thoughts. I don't know if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, maybe it's correct, maybe it's not. I don't know, but I thought about it and I thought it makes totally sense to me, and I want to share my thoughts and my theories and everything in between, because maybe somebody sees what I'm coming from, maybe not, who knows. Well, I have a lot of theories about a lot of stuff. Oh, I have one more thing that I wanted to talk about. Alright, you know how the city people, when you go to the cities, it's a lot of graffitis, right? And policemen and whatever always say that's dirty, right? I believe, I could be wrong, and that's okay, graffiti is not dirty and it's not ugly. I feel like graffiti is art and colorful, right? But also, if you think about it, a lot of suburban area takes the graffiti and make it to art. They just call it something else. You know what I mean? They call it mural, or let's paint something nice, right? That's literally graffiti, right? But since the suburban area and the rich people area end up always finding ways to call it different than graffitis, so it's okay for them to do it, but not for the city people. So the city people end up getting ticket and in trouble. But when suburban area does it, they don't get in trouble because they call it something else, and instead of somebody in the neighborhood do it for free, because that's what graffiti people do. They do it for free because they want to see the art, right? And they end up paying somebody else to do it. It's the same thing. It's just you call it in a suburban area, in a rich area, you just pay somebody to do it, but it's basically the same thing as graffiti. And I really think that we should have more color into this world. We got off. It's like no colors anymore. Everywhere you go, it's no colors anymore. It's like insane. I really like graffiti. I mean, I really like. It depends on the graffiti. Yeah, some of them look ugly. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but we need more color. We need more color. And also, just because a city has graffiti doesn't mean is okay. So my thought, y'all gonna see. Okay, my thoughts is that we should have clean cities. We should have clean planet. We should have a clean country. Period. In every corner in this country, we should have a clean country, right? We should have it. But also, I think having art around the neighborhoods, it should be so cute. I think we should have art around. Let the neighborhood make a cute art project and live it like that, because we do also need art and creativity and color. I think we should add that to the cities or to suburban areas, to neighborhoods, because I think that is art is, who doesn't like art? First of all, rich people love art. They just spend a lot of money to do it. middle and poor people like art. They just find ways to do it for free. See how it is? The same shit, right? But rich people only want when it costs a lot of money, because it makes poor people, middle class, thinking that they had to get that, when any art is art. You know what I mean? So I really think we should clean our parks, our neighborhoods, pick up the garbage everywhere. We should have it clean streets everywhere around. But also, we should have art everywhere too. You know? I don't know, man. Because a lot of countries, I only been to one so far. I've been to Norway, and that country is so damn clean. Oh. Like I said, I went to Norway, and Norway was so clean. I think I've seen videos of other countries, but haven't been there yet, which I am eventually. But like, I know certain places in certain countries are dirty, because not every corner in this world is perfect. But we should strive to be perfect. Every country should try to make the country perfect, good, clean. You know, put art around, put color. We need more stuff like that. You know, bring the people together. We need to find ways to put people together. Like, we all want the same thing. It's just that we all want the same thing in the end of the day. We just get there different ways, because it's everywhere is. We all want the same things. We just get there in different ways. That's all. But yeah, we just should help clean our state, city, streets, parks. We should all clean, you know, and make art. You know, make our neighborhoods have art around. That would be so cute. You know how cute it is? You know how creative it will be to have art everywhere? That would be so colorful. We need color. Like, literally, we just need more color into this world, because color gives us joyful, not freedom, but happy, you know, all that good emotions. And that's what we need. We need to bring that back. But anyway, enough of my rant. Have a good day. It's a little rainy today, but it's all good.